While the guy who bought a brand new $20,000 motorcycle is sitting at the dealer service department staring at a repair bill that looks like a down payment on a house, there are 3 touring motorcycles out there that the internet ignores, that nobody talks about at bike night, that get priced like leftovers on used lots. And those same motorcycles are running past 100,000 miles, past 250,000 miles, and in one documented case approaching 1 million miles on original engines. And the funniest part? Most of the guys paying 20 grand for the fancy stuff have no idea what's actually under the tank. They just know the badge looks good in photos. Today I'm going to show you 3 touring motorcycles that the market completely undervalues. Bikes that don't generate conversation at stoplights, that your riding buddies might not recognize, that dealers can't wait to get off the lot. And I'm going to tell you exactly why those same bikes have documented mileage records that make $20,000 machines look like they were engineered by someone who gave up halfway through. If you're new here, subscribe now, because this channel exists for exactly one reason: to find the machines the market forgot before someone smarter than you does. Stay until the last one, because that touring motorcycle has a 5-year owner who said he has not spent in 5 years what BMW and KTM owners spend every single year. And it's available today for $6,000. Let's go. We start at number 3, with a flat 6 engine that Honda built for 15 continuous years. Not 4 years, not 8, 15. Because when an engine is correct the first time, you don't replace it. You refine it. And Honda refined this one until the ownership community started documenting mileage records that belong in a different category from anything available in the used market at this price. The Honda Goldwing GL1300, 1988 to 2000. A brand new GL1300 left the dealership for between $13,000 and $16,000 depending on year and specification. Today, you find clean examples on Cycle Trader and Z-Cycles between $1,500 and $3,500. Verify that. A 1990 GL1300 with 134,000 miles was listed at $2,500 on the Goldwing forums this week. And the question from the buyer wasn't whether to buy it, it was what to expect after. The community's answer was essentially nothing except tires, gas, and a battery. Someone absorbed over $12,000 in depreciation, so you don't have to. And what they left behind is a 1520cc flat 6. 6 cylinders mounted horizontally, 3 on each side, the same configuration Honda used for 15 consecutive years because it produces the lowest center of gravity possible on a motorcycle, and an engine that the Motorcycle News Review described simply as being known to rack up in excess of 250,000 miles. And with good reason. One owner wrote in his Motorcycle News Review that his GL1300 transmission finally died, but he noted it happened at nearly 1 million miles. Nearly 1 million miles. The transmission, not the engine. The engine was still going. That is not a reliability record. That is a physics demonstration that has no comparison anywhere in the used touring market. The flat 6 drives through a 5-speed transmission with shaft final drive. No chain, no sprockets, no consumable drivetrain components. Electric reverse built directly into the drivetrain, so you never have to walk a heavy motorcycle backward. Factory hard luggage, factory fairing, factory audio. Everything included from Honda's engineers who apparently had one goal when they built this motorcycle: make it last long enough to outlive the people who bought it. The reason this motorcycle costs $2,500 today is age perception. Buyers see the model year and make an emotional decision before they ask how far it actually goes. The flat 6 does not have an opinion about the calendar. It was built to a standard that makes the year on the title completely irrelevant to the mileage it will cover before major intervention. Before you buy. The GL1300 uses timing belts rather than chains. Honda specifies replacement at scheduled intervals. And on an interference engine, a broken belt causes catastrophic damage. This is the most important service verification on this platform. Confirm timing belt replacement history before any offer. If documentation is missing, budget for immediate replacement and factor it into negotiation. The alternator on post-1996 models can require replacement on high-mileage examples. Verify charging system output with a simple voltage test. And check the 4 carburetors for smooth, consistent idle. A GL1500 that settles to a quiet idle within 30 seconds on cold start has properly maintained carburation. $2,500. 1 million documented miles before the transmission retired. The engine kept going. The $20,000 crowd doesn't have a number like that. Number 2 is the motorcycle that an entire community described in 5 words that I found on a forum thread and immediately stopped reading everything else because nothing after it mattered as much. A writer on Motorcycle News wrote, "It's indestructible." And honestly, the engine and mechanicals never miss a beat. Then, an owner on two-wheeled Texans documented 92,500 miles while admitting he deliberately ignored the maintenance schedule. The bike used no oil between changes, ran like new. Never been on a trailer except once for a tire recall. Not a mechanical failure, a tire recall. Then someone on the CTX1300 forum, which uses the same engine, wrote that he personally knows the rider who turned over 300,000 miles on his ST1300 that year, having ridden from Florida to Wisconsin in one day, leaving early morning and arriving 13 hours later. And the forum's collective reaction was basically, yeah, that sounds about right for this engine. The Honda ST1300, 2003 to 2012. A brand new ST1300 left the dealership for between $15,000 and $17,000. Today you find clean examples on CycleTrader and AutoTrader, between $3,500 and $7,500. Verify that. Someone absorbed over $10,000 in depreciation, so you don't have to. And what they left behind is a 1261cc liquid-cooled V4, Honda's longitudinally mounted 90-degree V4, a configuration that Honda engineered the entire driveline around as a single integrated unit, in a platform that Adventure Rider confirmed can go 200 to 300,000 miles with normal maintenance. And the ST Owners Forum was even more direct. Someone wrote, "The ST1300 is bulletproof," then added, "I don't think 10 of us will ever wear out an ST1300. 10 owners cannot wear it out." That's not a review. That's a verdict. The V4 drives through Honda's shaft final drive, no chain, no sprockets, no consumable drivetrain. It operates at highway speed at engine loads that Honda calibrated specifically for sustained long-distance output, which is why the mileage record exists and why the Iron Butt Association, the organization that certifies riders covering 1,000 miles in 24 hours, used this platform as one of their benchmark machines for long-distance endurance riding. 1,000 miles in a day, multiple times, original engine. The reason this motorcycle costs $5,000 today is one of the most specific discontinuation stories in the used market. Honda stopped building the ST1300 after 2012 without a direct successor. The nameplate disappeared. Buyers searching for touring motorcycles search for current models. A discontinued Honda with 300,000 documented miles doesn't show up in those searches. Before you buy, verify shaft drive gear oil service history, the clearest available signal of maintenance quality on this platform. Brown or contaminated coolant means the interval was skipped, $80 for the flush and $200 off your offer. Target 2006 and later examples. Honda addressed known stability concerns in the earlier models. A pre-purchase inspection from a Honda familiar mechanic costs $150 and eliminates essentially all uncertainty. $5,000. 300,000 documented miles. 100% original engine. The $20,000 crowd is reading the warranty terms. You're reading the mileage record, and we arrive at number 1. The one that a real 5-year owner summarized in one sentence that every BMW, KTM, and Ducati owner should read before their next service visit. He wrote on Motorcycle Paradise, "I have not spent in 5 years what they spend every single year." 5 years of total ownership cost less than what the expensive crowd spends annually on service. And then a writer on Motorcycle News described the engine itself in 2 words: it's indestructible. And a forum member summarized the used market reality in one observation: I always see a ton of beat-up ones with high miles. That's a good indicator they're built like tanks. Beat up, high miles, still running. That is the most honest reliability review available for any machine. The Yamaha FJR1300, 2003 to 2015. A A brand new FJR1300 left the dealership for between $15,999 and $17,499. Today, you find clean examples on CycleTrader between $4,500 and $7,500. Verify that. Someone absorbed over $10,000 in depreciation, so you don't have to. And what they left behind is a 1298cc inline-4 shaft drive and a platform that Yamaha kept building in Japan and Europe through 2025, more than 2 decades after launch, because the reliability record made discontinuing it commercially indefensible in markets where riders actually put serious miles on their machines. Yamaha Motor Canada's current marketing describes it as having a reputation over the past 20 years that is second to none in the sport touring world. That's not a historical statement. That's a current manufacturer claim about a platform launched in 2001. The shaft final drive eliminates chain maintenance entirely. The inline-4 operates at highway speed at approximately 4,500 RPM, roughly 40% of its maximum capability. An engine running at 40% of its output during the majority of its working life accumulates wear at a dramatically slower rate than one pushed to 80 or 90%. That margin is why the forum documents beat up high-mileage examples still running everywhere. It is not exceptional maintenance. It is the expected outcome of 40% operating effort applied to an engine built to a Yamaha reliability standard. And the 5-year owner who compared his total cost to KTM, BMW, and Ducati owners stopped mid-sentence because the gap was almost embarrassing. Before you buy, target the 2003 through 2015 5-speed models, the 2016 and later 6-speed developed documented second gear issues covered thoroughly on FJR forum. The cam chain tensioner can develop noise at idle on high-mileage examples, a known characteristic, not catastrophic, but worth evaluating. Check shaft drive seals at the rear wheel. Minor seepage is the most commonly reported maintenance item on high-mileage FJRs, and a straightforward negotiating point worth $200 off your offer. $6,000, 20-plus years of continuous production. A reputation Yamaha itself calls second to none. 5 years of total ownership less than what the competition spends in 1 year. Beat-up ones with high miles still running everywhere. Indestructible. The $20,000 crowd is on their 3rd service appointment. You're calculating the mileage record. 3 touring motorcycles. 3 engines that the market forgot to respect. 3 mileage records that the expensive stuff cannot match at any price. The Honda GL1500 Goldwing. For the rider who wants a flat 6 that Honda refined for 15 consecutive years, shaft drive, complete factory touring specification, and a documented transmission that lasted nearly 1 million miles before the engine showed any signs of stopping, for $2,500. Available because buyers see the model year and make an emotional decision before asking the only question that matters. The Honda ST1300. For the rider who wants the motorcycle that a real mechanic called bulletproof, that a real owner rode 300,000 miles on original internals, that an entire forum community said 10 of them couldn't wear out, for $5,000. Available because Honda discontinued the nameplate and the market stopped searching before asking how far it goes. And the Yamaha FJR1300, for the rider who wants the machine a real owner called indestructible, that a 5-year owner kept for less total cost than what BMW owners spend in a single year, that Yamaha kept building on 2 continents because the reliability record justified it, for $6,000. Available because buyers searched for newer model years without asking whether what they were leaving behind was actually better. None of these 3 dropped because they were bad motorcycles. All 3 dropped because the market made decisions based on age, on badge, and on what things look like in photos, without ever asking the one question that changes everything. How many miles does it actually go? Now you know the answer. The person who was going to spend $20,000 on something that needs its 3rd service before 10,000 miles doesn't know it yet. That gap between what you know and what they don't know is the entire opportunity. If this video changed how you think about what your money actually buys in the used touring market, hit that like button. It costs you nothing, and it tells YouTube to show this to every rider who is about to overpay for a badge they'll spend the next 3 years making payments on. Subscribe to BikeNexus. Every week we find the machines the market forgot and the prices that make them impossible to ignore. The best motorcycle you will ever own might already be sitting on a lot near you. Unloved, underpriced, running strong. Waiting for someone smart enough to ask how many miles it actually goes. Buy smart, not by trend. See you next time.